I like to know where people stand so I know how to treat you accordingly.
Baby trying to do it, I'm just doing me. I be working hard and they just want it free. Let's go. Look at how I'm whipping, so they tripping now. Take away the fake, you see the difference now.
Be competitive with yourself.
Everybody has their ups and downs, but at the end of the day, people always say the detailers are the ones that hit the best still. So I've just been sticking with them. And today I picked up the cordless ones, and I also picked up the cordless seniors. Now, they got the seniors and I think the magic clippers or whatever they called. And what I gather from that is that a lot of people go for the magic ones because they get rid of the line better. So it sounds like if you want to get rid of bulk, the seniors are better because I guess the power rating is higher and more consistent throughout the battery range. So the magic joints, I guess as soon as the battery starts dimming or going down, so does the power. And then with the seniors, the power stays peak until it just shuts off. So for me, I need it for bulk. Now, if I was a barber, I would probably have the seniors and the magic joints to go together, or I would get the blades on the magic joint and put them on the seniors or whatever the case is like that. But because I just wanted for the bulk and my purpose, I went for the seniors instead. Now, I'm going to show you because I already unboxed it. I kind of messed up, but this is the seniors out the box. Build quality, I was pretty surprised. I like the metal housing here. It feels good, nice grip. I think this is plastic on top. I mean, they're always cheaping out somewhere, I guess. But I don't really mind this. The thing that I do mind actually is this lever. I don't really care too much for this, but I feel like why wouldn't you just make this metal as well? Like that kind of don't make sense to me. And this thing is so cheap. Like you can flex it. You can see me bending it. It feels like the screw so tight that I'm flexing this right here. I don't like that. I mean, I would even pay a few more dollars just to have like it being metal or something, or just a stronger plastic that doesn't at least obviously flex. So, but other than that, it feels nice. It has the charger with it. Again, I messed up and actually already opened it. One thing I do like also better is these guards. I think somebody said these were precision guards or something like that, but I haven't seen these for sale separately. That's the thing. So they have like a little metal plate here and a little metal clip. So when you put them on, it clips onto the back here like this. It just feel like they're built a little bit better than the traditional wall guards. So I have a generic, not a generic, but a lower end wired clipper. The guards look just like this that I already have, except they're not color coordinated like this. But to be honest, I'm not going to remember what color is what anyway. But this is the one I had to get separately. But these are the other guards. Basically, it comes with like a little tray. It's like $26. I don't know. But my generic one came with the same exact setup. So it's like it's not really needed. It's definitely lower level build quality than this. Just from these two little pieces. This just feels a little more higher quality than this. This just seems like something you get at Walmart. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. In the video, I'm punching this in, so I don't know where I'm at in it. I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't realize till after I really opened it and held them. And, you know, I didn't use them, but I was like handling them. And I realized how flimsy they really was. So if you're able to, I couldn't find these in the local store. If you see here, this is the 8-pack premium cutting guides. These are not like magnetic or anything like that. Even though I like the idea of magnetic ones, I am kind of skeptical about it because I don't want the thing popping off in the middle of using them or something crazy like that. But these right here, let me just tell you, the build quality on these is totally different. You may not think so. Like I didn't think so because I'm just thinking these are some plastic guards. It's not that big of, or guides. It's not that big of a deal. But the other ones, when you touch this feels, I mean, it is a little flexible as it should be because it's plastic, but it feels stiff. Those other ones, when I touched it, it felt like it was rubbery, like it was so weak when I squeezed it in a little bit. It was so weak and it moved around too much, and I just didn't like it. I like how these have these clips right here too, so you can clip your stuff in. You can see right here a little bit better. I've seen off-brand ones like this also on Amazon. I don't know the difference because they look almost identical except they're not made by the brand. But me, I'd rather just spend a little bit more and get what I think it is, what I want out of it. Comes with a nice little tray. The problem with the tray, to be honest with you, is that it doesn't have a cover on it that you can snap closed. So it's not like you're going to travel with this or something like that. But if you're like me, you ain't a barber or something like that, I think this is a good option just to be organized and stuff like that. Spend a little bit more. Have a little patience and find this. My senior clippers did not actually come with the charging dock either. I had to end up going and getting that from Amazon also. It's like back ordered, or I don't know what's going on, but I'm waiting for it to actually come in sometime this week. It's just a charging station. I gotta do more information or research on it, because I keep reading places where with the Wahl, you shouldn't have them in the dock while they're plugged in, or you have to detach the plug-in cord. I'm not really sure. I don't think that much into it. Usually with stuff like that, I just want to dock and leave it as a stand also, not just for power. I wish, if that was the case, I wish they put an actual switch on it to turn the power off, if they don't recommend leaving the clipper on there. I'm not really sure. I got to dive into that menu a little bit more. But pay a little bit more, do a little research, find a place that's local to you or a place that you trust, or Amazon if you can find them. Get these, much better quality. Now, with that being said, it does come with the charging cord. It comes with the traditional things like a brush, stuff like this. I never use these. I never open them. I can't even get it in focus ever. It does come with a charging cord. So this is the box it came in as well. Here's the guards right here. This is the charging cord right here. Like I said, I wish it did come with a dock, only because my other detailers come with a dock too. So let me see. So, and this is the box, obviously, for the detailers. One cool thing about this that I noticed after the fact is, hold on, over here, it comes with the gap tool. The crazy thing about that is I was told back in the day when I had to keep sending my Wahls back in that you could ask for a gap tool. So I asked for a gap tool and they sent it to me. Back then it was black and it has a screwdriver you pop out and you put the blade inside and you loosen up the 2 screws and you flatten the blades where it's basically hitting the edge of this plastic, and then you tighten it. It's basically like a guide, right? The thing about it is, for some reason, it never gapped it perfectly. It would pretty much be too much gapped on one corner, and it will cut you. Like, I don't know. It's just like the plastic wasn't like straight enough, or it was bowed. I don't know, but it never gapped it perfectly. I used to hate it because one corner would be too sharp where it's literally cutting your skin off, you know what I'm saying? So I hated that. So this is the details right here. Coming from the regular detailers, they feel pretty much the same, except I don't remember mine having bumps right here, like little textures, I guess, for grip. You can hear what it sound like. They feel good. Even these have battery to them, actually. This the seniors. Again, with Wahls, they tend to use a lot of plastic. So I'm curious to know if behind this blade, this is where they had the problem on every single one that I had. It's a little plastic area back behind here that always ends up breaking. And when that breaks, the blade can't sit right, and you're going to lose all the power. It's not going to work right. It's a framing issue. It's not the motor. It's not the blade. It's the frame itself is just cheap plastic. It's not strong enough. Like, this isn't metal. All this stuff is plastic. You know what I mean? It's not even like high-end, thick, durable plastic. It's just kind of cheap stuff. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it does have a charging base. This has a little bit of weight to it. You can basically, has a charging cord too that you plug right here, and then you put the base down and it sits inside. Now, it doesn't sit like a snug fit. It's basically very loose. But it's not going to fall out. I like that the base has some weight to it though, but it sits in here kind of goofy, to be honest with you. You can see how it moves around, but I guess as long as those contacts are touching these contacts right here, I guess it doesn't even matter. That's all it needs to stay on there. Now, with that being said, all this stuff always comes with the same guard, just like a 1, I think a half and a 1.5, and there's oil and a little brush. One thing that's different is it came with this brush, which I never remember seeing for any of my other stuff. It's a pretty big brush. That's good for cleaning and stuff like that. The other thing is, this is the gap tool that they gave. This is definitely different. The one I have is all black and it's not as big. But basically, if you don't know how this works, if you are just a regular person, not a barber, you basically take this off. It's a screwdriver. You unscrew these 2 screws. Once that's off, you basically have the blade off, right? The screws aren't here. You line this up in the grooves and you click it into place. It's going to lock right into here. So as you can see, these 2 screws right here, you're going to loosen these up. These screws look different too. You only need to loosen it a little, just enough so you can move this blade. The top blade, you can shift it. So basically what you do, you take this, you line this up, it snaps in, you can't mess this up. Now, with this being able to move around, all you do is make sure it's centered, and you just push down to force the blades here to meet this edge. And as you're doing it, you just tighten it a little bit, go back and forth. You don't want to tighten too much on one side, all while pressing or holding it. I wasn't paying attention because I'm holding it out here and my face is all the way back here. But it's like I felt like I was about to strip the screw on one of them. So if you rub your finger like this, you don't want to feel the top blade. You know, you don't want to feel it sharp. You know what I'm saying? So it feels pretty even to me. So I guess the tool did what it was supposed to do. Now, if you look here, this used to be white on the normal ones. I'm trying to see if I see the housing is built any different. It's hard for me to tell from here, but I'm pretty sure it's still built with some cheap plastic. Just to keep it 100 with you. That stuff been cheap. It's just, I don't know why they made it like that. All you do is lay this back down. I even had that spring that's holding this up right now. That piece, this piece right here, that's normally white. Man, when that thing pops off, I didn't even know how to put this stuff back together. And again, if you're like a barber or something like that, obviously you're gonna know what I'm talking about. A lot of barbers don't even use this tool. They do it their own way. They put it on a flat edge like a mirror or something like that. They get the blade sharpened. It ain't that serious for me. So this is just for regular people trying to get a little better at cutting their own stuff, or they peoples, or whatever, whoever you feel like doing. Never try to screw one screw all the way in though. Doing a little at a time. The crazy thing is, I guess it's like for safety issues, because you know these companies could have had this set up like this. I wish there was easier ways to pop these blades off, where I could have one that was 0 gap, and I could have another blade that was not 0 gap, and I could just pop it on and it's already set up instead of unscrewing it. Yeah, this feels good. I don't feel no sharp corner. I mean, if I go real hard in the corner, I can feel a little sharpness, but it feels good. It feels like what I would expect it to be, or how I want it to be. So it's cool that this actually comes with this tool. I think that's all you really need right here. There you go. Boom. Definitely a little different. I'm rocking with that. So with that being said, I don't think there's too much more. Again, so this is, you just pop this off. Oops, my bad. They always come with these. These are nice, the idea of it, but they always slide off. Because see, you don't even have to, you can slide it in. It doesn't even stay still. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the point of these really is. They don't really work that well. I don't even remember what I said earlier because I done did this video so many times. I've been saying that the last couple times I've been making all kind of videos, but when you look at these, some people gap these joints too. Now for me personally, I don't need to, and I'm not going to, because all I want this for is just for taking bulk out. So with that being said, I still recommend them. The only issue that I have with these clippers is basically the longevity, build quality. The way they cut is always on point. With that being said, make sure you do everything at your top level. At your top level, remember, you're no competition with anybody except yourself. So make sure your next move is your best move, or at least your better move.